Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Conejo Oaks Baseball. I'm Josh Mechanic alongside Max Schwartzberg as we're here at Sparky Anderson Field in Thousand Oaks, California, ready to take you through tonight's action. Well, the Oaks are coming off a 2-game win streak following a 1-0 defeat on Sunday against the Blues. They followed that up with an impressive offensive display, 16 runs against the Barons on Tuesday, and then a 6-3 win against the Saints yesterday. Clinched first place for the Oaks in the CCL Southern Division, which is just an awesome feat that the Oaks were looking to accomplish all summer, but that is only step one. They've got 4 games left in the CCL regular season before the playoffs start next Wednesday, and today's opponent, the Orange County Riptide, are a possible opponent that the Oaks could be facing next Wednesday. The Oaks and Riptide have been playing each other all summer, certainly very familiar with one another. And in today's game, Max, what do the Oaks have to do to wind up in the win column?
Well, we got a new guy in the bump, CJ Zwollen, who we saw in the San Diego Sunrays. The pitching's been excellent all summer. We hope to see CJ have a good outing today. Obviously, the pitching yesterday, very good. Ryan Humphreys, player of the game with that immaculate inning in 5 innings pitched, 1 run on 10 strikeouts. Also, the offense after that seemingly, kind of a one blip in the amazing offensive outings that he's had all season long on Sunday against the San Luis Obispo Blues. Offense has got to continue to execute. I'm sure they will as we get closer because the Oaks have clinched that number 1 seed and will have that wild card bye. So they're just looking to stay hot and make sure that they don't take their foot on the gas pedal as they near the playoffs.
Zwollen making his first start for the Oaks against a Riptide lineup that the Oaks have seen quite a bit this summer. It's led by Patrick Hackworth in the leadoff spot. He's followed by Luke Johnson, and then John C. Allen bats third. Rocco Gump is the cleanup hitter for the Riptide today, with Jack Hammond batting 5th. Matt Spear, the catcher, hits 6th, with Matthew Thomas, the right fielder, batting 7th. Camden Bates, he plays shortstop, hitting 8th, with Jackson Kemmer rounding out the lineup in center field. For CJ Zwollen, he made 3 starts for the San Diego Sunrays in the CCL before joining the Oaks. A 4.32 ERA and 16 2/3 innings pitched. He actually started a game here at Sparky Anderson Field against the Oaks just a week ago. Now a member of an Oaks team. Threw a first pitch breaking ball to Patrick Hackworth that caught the zone for a strike. Now fires in the exact same pitch, same location, same result, nothing to the count to Hackworth.
Let's live there today.
Hackworth hitting .370 this summer. 34 hits, but only 3 of them for extra bases. Chops this one over the head of Zwollen. This is going to be a tough play for the shortstop, Cooper Sheff. He tries to barehand, but no play. That's kind of what the Riptide have grown to expect from Hackworth. Not going to strike out very often, just puts the ball in play, and more often than not, he's going to wind up on base. The defense today for the Oaks is Carrillo, Brooks, and Daniewicz left to right in the outfield. And then an infield of Tanner Beltowski at third, Cooper Sheff at short, Jordan King at second, and Max Audet playing first base. The catcher for CJ Zwollen is Josiah Chavez. Luke Johnson tried to bunt on the first pitch, fouled it back. Max was talking to Zwollen a little bit, and we heard him say that, well, he was on a Sunrise team that had only won 5 games, and now he jumps from the last place team in the CCL to the first place team.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. It's definitely a lot more fun, I'd say, being part of the Oaks. A lot of wins, and it's really contagious, the energy that this team gives off.
0-2 fastball misses high. 89 miles an hour. Good velocity from Zwollen. The Sunrays sit at 5-20 on the CCL season, whereas the Oaks 23-9.
I think the Sunrays, their last game was on the 23rd, so they're also done.
Which makes sense as to why Zwollen is allowed to join the Oaks. Breaking ball misses just high. So the count is 2-2 on Luke Johnson. Zwollen with a long hold before coming home. Lofted into shallow center field. Long way to go for Brooks, and he's not going to be able to get there. Couple of weakly hit balls for hits.
Yeah, I was going to say, talk about an unlucky start. Weak contact on both, and sometimes it doesn't always go your way.
Zwollen's going to have to get out of a jam in his first inning. Back-to-back weakly hit singles, and the Riptide have 2 men on with nobody out.
Zwollen knows the scouting report here. He was teammates with J.C. Allen 2 years ago on Saddleback.
Allen tries to bunt too, but he fouls it back. Neither Allen nor Zwollen playing at Saddleback College anymore, both transferring. Zwollen now at Colorado Mesa, whereas Allen is at UCSD. Max Audet still creeping in at first base, expecting a bunt, but he's swinging away and hitting a single into left field. Getting the stop sign at third base is Hackworth. 3 straight singles for the Riptide, and the bases are loaded. That was the first of the 3 singles that was hit well. Hanging breaking ball. And Allen roped it 90 miles an hour into left field for a knock. Bases loaded and nobody out. For Rocco Gump. Gump hitting .244. Amongst the team leaders in plate appearances. He shoots this one back up the middle. That's another hit. 4 straight singles for the Riptide. They continue to go station to station. And it's 1-0 Orange County. Not an ideal start in this one for CJ Zwollen. That one was hit well as well. 90 mile an hour on the fastball from Zwollen, but 88 on the exit velocity. Riptide are on the board early. Already 4 hits in the first 4 batters that Zwollen's faced. There's a breaking ball. That's a strike. Really big difference between the velocity of his fastball and curveball. Fastball around 89-90, and the breaking ball 69-70. That's a fastball, but it misses outside. 89 with good arm side run. The hitter Jack Hammond has driven in 8 batters. And he flies this one into shallow center field. Brooks comes in to make the play. Tagging from third is Johnson. The throw from Brooks is not in time. Throw was on the money, but just late. And it's a sacrifice fly for Hammond.
Was a really good throw. Right through the exact good one hop for Max. Or actually for Josiah.
That's RBI number 9 for Jack Hammond. For Luke Johnson, that's his 14th run scored. Is another single hit into center field. Brooks plays it on a hop. Another stop sign at third base, but the runner on second kept going. There are 2 Riptide base runners at third base. Josiah Chavez does the smart play of running them back, and now we got a run down in between third and home. Zwollen runs him all the way back as it continues. Josiah bobbles it, and they finally tag him out. Nearly a disaster, and the Riptide dugout are incensed, saying that he missed the tag. Third base coach can't believe it. He's furious, and the umpires are going to come together. Our guy Trent says he clearly got the tag. I could not tell.
Well, the runner knows best. Like, he could just go back and tell his guys, yeah, he tagged me out.
Well, he was laughing with the batter as he got up, so that could mean that he knew he was out, or, nah, he totally missed me, but he was totally laughing. The call remains he's going to be out.
Well, the Riptide, of course, a lot of tensions on this game. They're really fighting for that final playoff spot in the CCL. The Oaks have already punched their ticket. The Oaks always want to play the bad guys.
Well, that's a huge break for the Oaks. They were going to hold the runner at third base, so it would have been bases loaded and just one out. But instead, it's second and third and 2 out. Chance to limit the damage for Zwollen here in the first. Swing and a miss from Matthew Thomas. 88 on the fastball that time. Fastball outside. Thomas hitting just 100. Takes the ball, 3-1.
Well, Zwollen, while he's been getting hit around, he's been around the zone. Definitely with a hitter like Thomas who struggled all summer, you don't want to walk him.
3-1 to Thomas. First base is open. Breaking ball misses high, ball 4. Bases loaded once again for the Riptide here in the first inning. Camden Bates right now with the chance. Bases loaded, 2 out. Bates has 3 RBI this summer. Just 4 hits, but one of them was a home run. He takes a strike. Zwollen has really had to work hard in this first inning. 22 pitches. He's ahead of Bates 0-2. The only batter that he retired was the sacrifice fly by Hammond. It's been 5 singles and a walk, and luckily for the Oaks, there was a runner thrown out on the bases. 0-2 pitch. Cued off the end of the bat into the Riptide dugout. Bates stays alive. Five hits in the top of the first inning for this Riptide lineup. All 5 of them have been singles. Zwollen picks up his first strikeout. Filthy breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Chavez. And Zwollen is able to limit the damage to 2. Could have been much worse in this first inning for the Oaks. The Riptide do jump out to a 2-0 lead. We head to the bottom half. Lucas Danielitz to lead things off for the Oaks. Bottom of the first inning.
Splitter, bro.
Oaks up for the first time today. Lucas Daniewicz to lead things off. He's going to be followed by Kai Caronto and Jack Brooks. Then Austin Carrillo gets a start in the cleanup spot today. Josiah Chavez bats fifth, and Tanner Beltowski's the sixth hitter. As Lucas Daniewicz goes out for the first pitch and rolls it over to shortstop. On the run and in time to get Daniewicz. Nice play by Bates over there. Then it's Jordan King, Cooper Sheff, and Max O'Day to round out the lineup for the Oaks today. With Tommy Kendlinger dealing with something a little bit, Daniewicz has been getting some starts in the leadoff role. Been swinging the bat well. A lot of hard hit baseballs. Kai Caronto gets the start at DH today, with Justin Rubin getting a day off. Kai's been swinging it real well lately.
Really well, yep. Average
over 300 on the summer. Takes a strike, 1-1. Kai moves up to 2 in the lineup today. Not an easy guy to strike out. He foul tips that into the glove. He's been dealing with a bit of a shoulder issue, which is why he's been the DH in the games he's been in there. We saw that happen against this Riptide team down in Orange County when they played there last week. Kai came out of that game and hasn't fully recovered. Still good enough to hit, and it hasn't stopped him from swinging it real well. Lofts this one in a shallow right field. If it sits, it'll be extra bases, but it just foul. Nearly one of those bloop doubles for Kai Caronto. But it's wide of the right field line. Austin Carrillo, who's not even on deck, comes from the dugout to give Kai his bat. Caronto with 16 hits, 4 doubles. Another foul ball. A 753 OPS for Kai, who's coming off his freshman year at Cal-Lu, playing in his home ballpark this summer, and taking a cutter outside.
We're seeing a lot of pitches. He's going to be able to report back to his teammates what he's seeing. Obviously very important in the early goings.
7 pitches already. Here comes number 8. And it's hit on a line into center field. Kemmerer is there to make the play. 85 off the bat of Caronto. Solid swing, but right at Kemmerer in center field. Jack Brooks now for the first time today. That game against the Sunrays has finally been inputted, so Jack's average shoots up over 200. We know he's been swinging a lot better as of late. It would be even higher, too, if you include the game against the Arroyo Seco Saints that was suspended. Brooks climbing up the leaderboard in stolen bases, up to 14, just 1 behind Tommy Kendlinger. Does lead the team with his 2 home runs. Home run's hard to come by as Jack rockets this one back up the middle. 98 off the bat for a single. So we've been seeing from Brooks lately. Hitting it to all fields, going back up the middle. And that brings up Austin Carrillo. Austin, a .342 hitter. .964 OPS. The team leader with 22 RBI this summer. Any way you slice it, Austin has been excellent. Still hasn't committed to where he's going to be playing next year, whether it be collegiately or professionally. Fastball outside, missing. Conejo getting himself into a hitter's count as per usual. 26 walks to lead the team by some margin, and only 14 strikeouts. Rolls this one over to the right side. Second baseman Johnson bobbles it, and Conejo's going to be safe. Kind of retreated a little bit too much. Didn't play that the exact way that he probably should have. And hits the lip of the grass out there. It will be an error for Johnson. Second life for the Oaks and a chance for Josiah Chavez with 2 away. Chavez just joined the Oaks this past week, playing in only his 4th game. Hitting .333, 3 for 9 for Josiah. 1 extra base hit, that was an RBI double. Into the left center field gap, so Chavez showing that he can hit the ball the opposite way. Balk is called on the pitcher, Andrew Parker. Was looking at my scorebook, so I did not see what happened. But no protest at all from Parker. 2 runners in scoring position now. Chavez, chance to tie this game.
Is that a changeup?
Looked like a changeup, yeah, from Parker.
Good pitch.
Another changeup. Good take from Josiah. Parker out of Cal State Northridge. This is his 9th start. Team leader with 36 innings pitched for the Riptide. Fastball misses outside. Count is now full. Leads the team with 38 strikeouts. First base is open right now, but Parker looking to retire Chavez. A lot of confusion right now.
Yeah, he keeps looking out at shortstop. I'm not sure exactly what he's...
Is he talking to the umpire?
I don't know what it would be about.
They're definitely having a conversation. I think it's about him licking his tongue and wiping it off.
On the ball?
No, just you have to wipe off on your leg when if you wipe. Like,
Oh, because it's like a spitball or whatever?
Yeah. Payoff pitch coming to Josiah Chavez. Hit on the ground to third base. Gump is there. Takes a couple of steps before throwing out Josiah. The Oaks leave a couple runners on the bases. It's 2-0 as we head to the second. Jackson Kemmer leads things off for the Riptide in the top of the second inning. It's been a grind for Kemmer this summer. Just 5 for 52.
Ooh.
Does have a double and a triple. Been trying to get it going all summer long. The talent is there. Really good out there in center field. Got good pop as well. Just needs to put it together. It's also his first time seeing live pitching in some time, as he did redshirt his freshman year at Nevada. Kemmer, one of the guys who grew the most this year at Nevada. Coaching staff was really pleased with him, with his character growth and his growth as a baseball player from the fall to the end of the year. And they're excited for him for his redshirt freshman season next year. Swings through a 3-1 pitch. Healthy looking cut, but coming up empty is Jackson. Count is 3-2 on Kemmer. He does have 11 walks this summer. Swings and misses.
Well, Zwollen read the swing on the 3-1 pitch because blew an 86 by him, but he blows 89 right there by him.
Kemmer laid on a couple of fastballs, and that's the second straight strikeout for CJ Zwollen. Zwollen ended the first striking out Camden Bates with the bases loaded. Strikes out Kemmer to start the second, and Hackworth goes after the first pitch. Candy hop for Cooper Chef, who throws out Hackworth, a one pitch out for Zwollen. Much needed after a lengthy first inning. 24 pitches thrown. It's Luke Johnson, the second baseman. Part of the string of 4 straight singles to begin this game for the Riptide last inning. Came around to score the second of their 2 runs. That fastball's called a strike. 90 miles an hour on the radar gun, right on the outside corner.
Good pitch.
Same spot. Really good location. 90 once again with 17 inches of run. So that one's starting off the plate but winding up a strike. Really difficult for the hitter to judge. We'll see what he throws on 0-2. Triples up on the fastball, but it misses high. Looking for a 1-2-3 second inning. Fastball driven down the right field line, but foul. Good 2-strike swing from Johnson, who's hitting .258. 5 extra base hits, 5 doubles, and 2 home runs, 7 extra base hits. Breaking ball, driven out to deep left field. Going back is Carrillo. Looks like he's going to have room, and he makes the play in front of the wall. Johnson took that one for a ride, but Carrillo makes the play. It's a 1-2-3 second inning for CJ Zwollen. We head to the bottom half. Oaks looking for their first run of this one. Bottom of the second inning. The Riptide lead 2-0 in this one. CJ Zwollen gave up 5 hits in the first inning of his first start as a member of the Oaks. Was able to limit the damage to 2 and has bounced back since with a 1-2-3 second. 24 pitches for Zwollen in the first, just 11 in the second. Fastball misses high. Tanner Beltowski is up there for the first time today. Fouling one back right at us. Tanner hit .234 this season, but an on-base percentage of .400, given his 11 walks. Swings and misses. It's really interesting looking at the strikeout difference between these two teams. Lotowski leads the Oaks with 19 punch-outs, and the Riptide have 6 or 7 guys with more than 19 strikeouts. Tanner lofts this one and over to second base. Catch is made by Johnson for out number 1. That brings up Jordan Kang. A .246 hitter, but OPS of .727 due to his 15 walks and 5 extra base hits. King has been swinging the bat well all summer. He's hit quite a few warning track flyouts and lineouts. A lot of hard hit balls that haven't fallen for Jordan this summer. But also 4 doubles and a home run for King.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys with some sneaky pop, and we talked about it last week. He's been playing well this summer, but he's obviously getting really unlucky. A lot of hard hit outs. And the numbers, while they're still good, they don't tell the full story of how good he really has been.
Counts 1-2 on Jordan. Breaking ball or cutter. Cutter or slider. Kind of hard to tell. 2-2. Parker looks really good today. Been 90 with his fastball. Locates that one well once again on the outside corner, and King just fights it off. Parker sporting a 5.65 ERA in 36 innings. Good take by King on a breaking ball. 3-2. It's that slider / cutter. Payoff pitch coming to Jordan King, and he strikes out. Foul tipped into the glove. First strikeout of the day for Andrew Parker. Trying to match CJ Zwollen on the top half with a 1-2-3 second of his own is Parker. Cooper Chef stands in his way. It's a first pitch breaking ball. That's got to be curveball. Haven't really seen that today. Very loopy though. That's a fastball. And Chef fouls it off.
Good swing right there.
Cooper in an 0-2 hole. Was a member of the South Division for the CCL Showcase game. The Chef hits this one to second base over to Johnson. He throws out Cooper. It's a 1-2-3 second inning. Both pitchers facing the minimum here in the second. As we head into the third, CJ Zwollen back out there. Top of the third inning. 2-0 the Oaks trail. Fastball from CJ Zwollen misses high. The Riptide scored 2 in the top of the first inning. Oaks offense has been quiet. They did have an opportunity in the first after a 2-out single by Jack Brooks, and then an error by the second baseman Johnson gave Josiah Chavez a chance with 2 on. A balk call gave him 2 men in scoring position, but Chavez grounded out, and then the Oaks offense went down 1-2-3 in the second. Zwollen falls behind 3-0 on John C. Allen. 3-0 green light, and it's fouled off. Allen hit .213 this summer. 13 hits, 4 of them for extra bases. 3-1 pitch, skied into center field. Jack Brooks is there to make the catch for the first out. Zwollen fell behind 3-0 that plate appearance, but he's able to get a 3-1 flyout. That brings up Rocco Gump, who was the 4th of those 4 straight singles to start the game against Zwollen. Not sure if the Riptide have seen Zwollen this summer, but those two teams have faced off quite a few times, so wouldn't be that surprising if Zwollen has faced this Riptide lineup before. Changeup catches the corner.
It's a good spot.
Outside. 2-2. Gum fouls out one away. He's keeping this at bat going. Zwollen needed 24 pitches to get through the first, 11 in the second. This next one will be his 11th of the inning. Just 1 out. Breaking ball. That's fouled away. Really good pitch from Zwollen. That was going to catch the back door for strike 3, but Gump in 2-strike mode fouls it off. Fastball high. Still 90 for Zwollen, maintaining his velocity from the first inning, but in danger of walking Gump. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Just 68 miles an hour. Gump somehow stays alive.
It's got to be frustrating for CJ because he's throwing really good pitches and getting the spots where he wants, but Gump's just being a pest and kind of fighting away. It's what the hitter always is trying to do. See as many pitches as possible and make the pitcher work.
Another 3-2 pitch is hit on a line into right field for a single. Danielewicz cuts it off. Gump takes a big turnaround first before retreating back to the base.
Now batting for the Riptide, left field.
Really good at bat from Rocco Gump.
Jack.
Seeing 8 pitches and earning himself that single. Not a bad location either. Fastball on the inside corner. But Gump did a nice job of getting his hands in and hit it on a line to 89 miles an hour. It's Jack Hammond going after the first pitch and fouling it away. Hammond drove in a run on a sacrifice fly. And has to lean out of the way of that fastball. He ended the string of 4 straight hits in that first inning on that sacrifice fly. There's the breaking ball in there for a strike. 69 on the gun. Looking for a third strikeout of the game, first of the inning. Another miss high. Hammond is playing in his 19th game. There goes the runner. Ball is chopped to the left side, and it kicks off the Kuprashev's glove into left field. There was a little bit of confusion between Chef and Beltowski in between third and short. Chef kind of put up his glove late, and it kicks off of it. That'll go down as an error by Kuprashev.
The frustrations continue because he's throwing a lot of pitches and he gets the double play ball. And, yeah, as you mentioned, this miscommunication on the infield.
They wouldn't have been able to turn 2 with the runner Gump stealing, but definitely would have been out number 2 at first base. Instead, the Riptide had runners in the corners and 1 out. Matt Spears, the hitter. Spear hitting .258, 8 hits this summer, all of them being singles. Count is even at 1. The catcher out of Michigan for the Riptide. Breaking ball that catches the outside corner. 1-2. This is where Zwollen struggled a couple batters ago to Rocco Gump. Couldn't put him away in a 2-strike count. A lot of foul balls before Gump eventually singled. Looking for a strikeout right now.
Or a double play. But either would be pretty cool.
Fastball lined into left field for a base hit. 3-0 the Riptide lead. 7 hits in this one for Orange County.
Now batting for the Riptide, right fielder, number 5.
That's the second hit of the day for Matt Spear. RBI number 7 on the year for him. First and second, 1 out for Matthew Thomas. Not an ideal start to his Oaks career for CJ Zwollen, but the Oaks are still going to be looking to him as a key piece with the CCL playoffs coming up. Breaking ball in the dirt. Two-0 misses outside, and it kicks off the glove of Chavez. Both runners are going to move up 90 feet It's second and third, 1 out. Riptide with a chance to extend the lead. The Oaks are going to bring the infield in.
A walk here wouldn't be the worst. It'd be a force at any base, but I mean, you do want to go after the hitter, especially early in the game. The Oaks do trust their offense, but ideally, you're just getting out here.
This was the same situation Thomas was up in the first inning, but with 2 outs instead of 1. He walked with second and third before Zwollen struck out Camden Bates with the bases loaded to end the threat in the first. Since then, the Riptide have scored 1 this inning, and they're threatening for more. They're going to get it. Line drive into left field. That's going to score 2. Throw goes into second base, and the Riptide have jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Well, the Riptide have 8 hits already, 5 runs in this one. And the Oaks are going to send Damon Villa down to the bullpen. Trent's guy. Jackson Kemmer jumping out of the way of a fastball. 2-0 to Kem. Sorry, Camden Bates.
Trent comes up clutch once again.
Yeah, I didn't mean to freak you out there, Trent. There goes the runner. The throw from Chavez.
Oh, goodbye.
Got him.
What are you doing? Thanks for the out, bro. Appreciate it.
Not even close at second base.
Out by 40 feet, it seemed. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but really bad jump. I'm surprised he didn't break it down, for one. But also, not very fast looking.
Could have been a missed sign. Could have been a hit and run where the batter missed the sign.
Maybe.
Ball 4. Thomas. 2 stolen bases. That's the first time he's been caught.
Now batting for the Riptide right field.
Bates walks.
Number 10.
Brings up Jackson Kemmer. He was a strikeout victim his last time. Just last inning. Got ahead 3-1, but then was tardy on a couple of fastballs. Didn't want to make the same mistake this time, but now he's well out in front on that fastball. Cueing it off the end of the bat. Trying to figure something out offensively is Jackson. There's a breaking ball that misses inside. Bates over there on first base. Has yet to attempt to steal this summer. Kemmer pops this one foul. 1-2. Unfortunately for Kemmer, this is a count that he's all too familiar with this summer. 37 strikeouts. High fastball, got him. Really good spot from Zwollen, who gets Kemmer swinging for the second time today. We head to the bottom of the third with the Riptide leading 5-0. 9-1-2 for the Oaks to begin the bottom of the third inning. Max Audet to lead things off. Shows you how deep this Oaks lineup is. Max Audet in the 9-hole. Hitting 200 this summer. 6 singles for Max. But hit nearly 300 with the Oaks last summer. .286 to be exact. .792 OPS for Max last year with the Oaks. And he hits this one into shallow center field, coming on his Kemmerer. He's going to make the play. The Oaks only hit in this one as a Jack Brooks single in the first inning. Only base runner other than that was the next batter, Austin Carrillo, who reached on an error. Since then, 5 straight batters retired for Andrew Parker, who's gotten a ton of run support already. Riptide jumping out to a 5-0 lead. Danielitz aggressive and going after the first pitch, just like he did his last at-bat. That was a ground out for Lucas. Villa continues to throw in the Oaks bullpen, so it could be the end of the day for CJ Zwollen, who's given up 8 hits in this one.
They get on base.
Count is even up at 1 on Danielitz. Lucas hitting an even .250. And he hits this one over to Rocco Gump, who takes a few steps before firing across and retiring Danielitz. It's interesting watching Rocco Gump field ground balls. When he knows he's got time, he takes a few steps before he throws, almost like he's going to run it over there.
Maybe it's just a rhythm thing. I mean, on that one specifically, he kind of had a tailor-made hop, long hop right to him.
Kai Caranto picks up the Oaks' second hit of the day.
Good swing, Kai.
Really good swing into right center, and it's misplayed by the center and right fielder. Rolls all the way to the wall, and Caranto's headed for third. He gets held up there. It'll be a triple for Kai Caranto. Kind of a miscommunication out there in right center. Both Kemmerer and Thomas looked like they wanted to field it, and then both of them let it go, and it trickled all the way to the fence. The scoreboard rules it as a hit and then an error, but we're going to give him a triple.
I mean, it can't really be an error. Nobody touched it. It'd be an error if it like went under their legs or something, but
Technically might have gone under the glove of Kemmerer, but he kind of picked up his glove because he thought Thomas was going to field it.
let's see a Jack Brooks home run here.
Just a Jack Brooks single would give the Oaks their first run of the game. Home run, and the Oaks would still be trailing 5-2. Fouls this one back. Let's see if the Oaks can take advantage of the miscue in right center field. Caranto on third with 2 away. Before that Caranto triple, the only hit of the game for the Oaks was by this guy, Jack Brooks. He was then stranded on third base. Brooks has been swinging it real well lately. Seen him anywhere 1, 2, or 3 in the lineup this week. And third today. And lacing one into right field for a base hit.
Oh boy.
Second knock of the day for Jack Brooks. He drives in the Oaks' first run of this one. It's a 5-1 game.
Now batting for the Oaks, left fielder, number 4.
96 off the bat of Brooks.
Rio.
So now 98 and 96 respectively on his 2 singles. As the home plate umpire's having a conversation with Andrew Parker right now. Not sure what that was about. Parker gives him a pat on the back and is kind of laughing a little bit as the umpire walks back. With Damon Villa warming up, he's joined down there not only by Coach Joe Garcia, but Alejandro Hueso, the Oaks closer, who's just chilling. I can't tell another Oaks reliever. 3 of them just standing watching Damon's bullpen. Carrillo reached on an error. That was on a ground ball to the second baseman Johnson that he mishandled. Fastball inside. With Villa continuing to throw, we can presume that Zwollen's day is done after 3 innings. There goes Brooks. Pitches in the dirt, and Jack will be in standing up. Stolen base number 15 for Jack Brooks. That ties Tommy Kenlinger with the team lead. And he gets himself in scoring position with the Oaks leading RBI man up at the plate. Blooped into left field. That is going to fall in foul territory. Nearly some Carrillo magic. Feel like we've seen him get multiple extra base hits that way. Winds up a few feet foul. Carrillo taking his time to get back to his bat that's waiting for him on home plate, courtesy of Josiah Chavez.
Really nice. Just leaving the bat straight up, able to pick it up, not even on the ground.
2-2 the count to Austin. Brooks on second, 2-way in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This one is hit up the middle. Good hands by the shortstop Bates, who throws in time to get Carrillo. 5-1, Riptide lead. So we head to the 4th. Damon Villa coming in. Damon Villa begins the 4th inning on the mound for the Oaks, replacing CJ Zwollen, whose Oaks debut is now done. 3 innings pitch, 8 hits, 5 runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts for CJ. Should the Oaks make it to the championship series next weekend, we could see CJ again. First pitch from Damon Villa is in their first strike. The Oaks have some decisions to make as far as the rotation goes for the rest of the summer and the playoffs. Breaking ball catches the back door for a strike. Patrick Hackworth already hitting for the 3rd time today in just the 4th inning. The Riptide leadoff man is 1 for 2. Has a single and a run scored. Fastball misses outside. 8th appearance for Damon. 9 innings pitched, just 2 walks. 6 strikeouts for Villa. One, 2. Fastball outside. Villa's velocity has been solid today, 87 miles an hour. Fastball to Jordan, ball hit to Jordan Kane. He's playing deep onto the grass, fields it cleanly and throws out Hackworth. The Oaks were in a bit of a shift with the lefty. King was a few steps onto the outfield grass when he fielded that one. Easy play for him to get Hackworth. Luke Johnson now for the 2nd time today. Flies one into center field, right at Jack Brooks. He takes a few steps to his left to make the catch.
Love to see the weak contact.
Quick first couple outs for Villa. And it's the first baseman, J.C. Allen, with 2 away.
Damon's a good egg. I think it's the Trent effect. Because Trent, Damon, very good friends at UCLA. Both managers of the baseball team, correct? Trent gets a yes. We get a yes from Trent, so that is a true fact.
One on one.
Let's see you out here, Trent, next summer on the mound, following Damon's footsteps.
Well, we'll see what Trent's got during intern BP.
Oh, yeah.
The 1-1. Breaking ball at the knees. Villa looking for a 1-2-3 4th inning. Goes with a breaking ball in it and misses. Changeup. There's a ball out of the hand. We're going to look for a more competitive 2-2 pitch. Goes with the breaking ball, and it's hit over to Cooper Sheff. He has to backhand and make a long throw in the hole. Dug out at first by Max Audet. Beautiful pick by Audet after the long throw from Sheff. It's a 1-2-3 4th inning for Damon Villa. The Oaks looking to chip away. It's 5-1. We head to the bottom half. Josiah Chavez leads things off for the Oaks in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Riptide lead 5-1 in this one. They got 2 in the first, 3 in the third. The Oaks scored 1 of their own in the bottom of the 3rd. Chavez goes after the first pitch and rolls it over to second base. Play is made by Johnson. A quick 1 pitch out to begin the 4th. It's Tanner Baltowski. Popped out in his first at-bat. The two-way guy for the Oaks. Baltowski playing in his 20th game offensively and has also appeared in 5 games on the mound. Count is even at 1 on Tanner. The right-hander out of Westmont College, one of the better NAIAs in the country. Teammates with Ryan Humphreys there. He hits this one sharply over to third base. Rocco Gump fields it not cleanly and then tries to fire it after the bobble, but throws it well wide, and it goes into the Riptide dugout. That'll be a 2-base error for Gump.
Surprised he didn't just pocket it after the main bobble.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of, I want to do it all. Not very smart.
Well, it's always, after you make an error, you kind of want to be the hero, make up for your mistake. And sometimes you compound one mistake with another. That's what Gump did that time. Throws it into the dugout, and now the Oaks have a run in scoring position. Just 1 out. Jordan King, the hitter, ducks out of the way of that fastball. King's got himself in the double digits in the RBI category. 10 runs batted in. Was a strikeout victim his first time. Ahead of the count, 2-0 on Andrew Parker. Not a hint of action in the Riptide bullpen. Completely empty down there. As with the Oaks bullpen as well, so it'll be Damon Villa for a second consecutive inning. Pitch misses in, 3-0. First base is open. Walk right here does set up a double play ball.
I think he's got the green light.
See if he's swinging. Taken, and there for a strike.
Especially when you're down, you know, not a bad idea. You just want base runners any way you can get them.
Same spot. King fouls it along the right field line. Long run for right fielder and first baseman. It goes out of play.
Dude, he just slid
But
into and got
the right fielder, Thomas, slides into the fence. He's a little shaken up, but he does seem to be okay.
Dude. When that dude tried to scale the wall.
3-2 to Jordan King. After falling behind 3-0, Parker's bounced back with a couple of strikes. Now a payoff pitch is on its way. Into right center field, shallow. Coming in is Thomas. He'll make the catch, trying to double off Beltowski, but unable to do so at second base. 2 away in the inning. King got jammed on that fastball. Hitting it weakly out to right field. And it'll be up to Cooper Sheff if the Oaks want to take advantage of the air. Beltowski's out there on second base. Now 2 away. Fastball. Strike 1. Parker seems to have really good feel for that pitch. Been able to locate it well in the outside corner. Starts it off the plate away and winds up catching the zone. Chef destroys his bat. Hits it to first base. Stepping on the bag is Allen. Cooper loses a bat, and the Oaks leave a runner at second base. We head to the 5th inning. Riptide leading 5-1. Rocco Gump leads off the 5th inning against Damon Villa, who pitched a 1-2-3 fourth for the Oaks. They trail 5-1. The Riptide jumped out to a 2-0 start in the first, ripping 5 singles off of CJ Zwollen. Zwollen was able to limit the damage to just 2 in the first, but then in the 3rd inning, Riptide came back with 3 more. Jump out to a 5-0 lead. The Oaks got one back in the bottom of the 3rd, which is where we stand after a scoreless fourth by both sides. This breaking ball is hit a mile high and out of play towards the parking lot. Rocco Gumps had himself a day. Already 2 hits, 2 for 2. An RBI and a run scored today for Gump. Gump has been really good this summer for the Riptide. Second on the team with now 21 runs batted in. Right behind Ace Reese, who's been the best hitter for the Riptide all summer, but isn't in the lineup today. Not sure if that's a situation where he's not with the team anymore, but not playing in a pretty crucial game for the Riptide. Fastball misses high and outside. The Riptide currently sit at 18-15. That's 5.5 games behind the Oaks and a half game ahead of the 17-15 Arroyo Seco Saints. They're competing for the 2 seed in the CCL South. Gump hits this one softly on a line, speared by Jordan King on the grass in shallow right field.
Well, aren't the Saints basically 18-15 because now that the Oaks have clinched, they're just going to give them that game? Or they're not?
So I think that game is going to just be scratched altogether. We're not
altogether.
we're not 100% sure yet, but it's probably just going to be like the game never happened.
And same for the stats-wise?
Yes, same for the stats-wise, unless the Saints desperately need the win and we need to finish it. But I believe, to my understanding, as Jack Hammond flies one out to center field for out number 2, from my understanding, the game would just pretend like it never happened.
Okay.
But if it's a crucial game for the Saints, the difference between the 2 and 3 seed is home field advantage for that wild card game. Then it could be finished.
I mean, the Riptide, they got a really nice stadium. A lot of people tend to come out, so that I'm sure would give them a bit of a boost playing at the Great Park in Orange County. Whenever we go to the Saints, it's like nobody's there. It's a nice yard, Jackie Robinson Field, but tend to be just not really anybody there.
Maybe in a playoff atmosphere, there'd be more fans showing up. It'd be cool to see the Great Park with the playoff atmosphere.
Oh, I'm sure it'd be really cool because they seat a lot, good food, very expensive food. Still don't forget that $20 BBQ. Trent knows about it. But it's a fun time at the yard there at the Great Park, and I'm sure come playoff time, if they have a home game, it'll be very highly attended.
And I'm sure the super fan will be in full effect.
Fullerton/Riptide fan. They bring out Little Leagues, too.
3-0 green light. Matt Spear fouls it away.
This really annoying kid is just banging on some metal pole, and it's, wow.
3-1 the count to Matt Spear, who's 2 for 2 today, with an RBI. He was part of the showcase game as well. Spear and Alex Burge were the 2 catchers for the South in the CCL showcase game. Alex Burge playing for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Payoff pitch coming to Spear. Villa looking for a second straight 1-2-3 inning. Lifted foul and out of play.
With the Oaks getting a new catcher in Josiah Chavez this late in the summer, it's kind of like he has to kind of learn the pitching staff on the fly. I'm sure he's talked to the other guys like Landon Wex, Max Audet, George Baker about guys' tendencies, but it's also about building that relationship with the pitcher that it's hard to do over the summer, but if we've seen it with the other catchers, this team really clicks.
Indeed they do. First in the CCL South as Villa fires home a payoff pitch. It's lined into center field. Jack Brooks comes in a little bit before stopping and leaping to make the catch. 6 up and 6 down for Damon Villa. You absolutely love to see it. Halfway home here at Sparky Anderson Field, Oaks looking to chip away. They still trail 5-1.
Now batting for the Oaks, first baseman.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Max Audet leading things off for the second time today. He flew out to center field his last time. Max off to a 200 start. 6 singles. Still Andrew Parker on the mound. One run for the Oaks through 4 innings. Just 1 strikeout for Parker through 4. Audet hits this one sharply and fair ball down the right field line. He'll take the turn and head for second base. First extra base hit of the summer for Max Audet.
Now batting for the Oaks, right fielder, number 9.
Audet gets his first double.
Daniel Wentz.
Lucas Danielitz now with a runner on second and nobody out. After a Max Audet double, Lucas is 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts. He lofts this one into right field. Thomas is there. Audet takes 1 or 2 hard steps before staying put. It's a really good throw.
Those are 2 really good throws. He threw all the way to second base. Trent noticed too. Right on the money and then letting it fly.
It's Kai Caranto now. He tripled into the right center field gap and then scored the Oaks' only run of this one. For Kai, that it was his 10th run scored of the season, not today, just to be clear. Kai hitting over 300. Looking to help the Oaks chip away. Fastball outside. 2-0. Reno gets away. That'll be a pass ball for Spear. Kicks off his glove. Moving up 90 feet is Audet. The Oaks have a runner just 90 feet away with less than 2 outs. Infield stays back for the Riptide as they're up by 4 runs.
Just need a ground ball.
Willing to trade out for a run. Kai was ready to head for first, but pitch was called a strike. 3-1. Line foul towards the parking lot. Three and 2. Jack Brooks waiting on deck. Payoff pitch to Caranto. It's fouled away once again. This was similar to Kai's first at-bat. Worked the count full, fouled off a couple pitches, and then wound up lining out to center field. That was an 8-pitch plate appearance. Here comes pitch number 8 once again.
No, he didn't. Good leave.
A few really good plate appearances today from Kai Caranto. Seems like he's always a good at-bat up there. Now it's Jack Brooks. 2 for 2, 2 singles. As the Oaks lone RBI of this one. Out comes the pitching coach for the Riptide. lengthy mound visit we got going on right now.
What game are they playing behind there?
Behind, you mean on the other little mini field, the little kid field, Max?
Yes.
Yeah, behind us we got a little mini wiffle ball game going on between all the little leaguers that are here. This mound visit continues to go. And back to the dugout goes the pitching coach for the Riptide.
It doesn't look like they have a ball like the little leaguers. Oh, no, they do. Back to the real game now.
First and third, 1 out. Jack Brooks is the hitter. Has the lone run batted in today, and he foul tips that one into the glove. Fastball catches the top of the zone. 0-2. This is the guy you want up there for the Oaks. Already 2 hits today, including one with a runner on third base. This time he takes a fastball high. That single was RBI number 9 for Jack. One, two. Fouled back. Right back towards the little kids. It'll be another 1-2 pitch coming to Jack Brooks. Audays on third, Corona at first. Inside and off the glove, a spear. Audays going to come in to score. At 50%, Auday jogs in and scores the Oaks' second run of the game. Auday scores easily. It's now 5-2. 2-2 the count to Brooks. Caranto on second now after the passed ball. Brooks hits one to second. Luke Johnson throws him out. Over to third goes Kai. The Oaks have a runner on third with 2 outs.
Now batting for the Oaks,
Up comes Austin Carrillo.
number 4, Austin Carrillo.
Carrillo 0 for 2 in this one. Reached on an error and then grounded out. Missing inside on a changeup. Parker wanting to clarify with the home plate umpire just exactly where it missed. As the Riptide do have action for the first time. Lightly tossing someone in the bullpen. And this one is shot up the middle. Good play by Johnson to cut it off. And a nice throw on the run to retire Carrillo. The Oaks strand a runner on third base. Nice play by Luke Johnson to help out his pitcher. We head to the 6th inning. The Oaks trailing 5-2.
Thomas.
For the third straight inning, Damon Villa is on the mound for the Oaks. Why not? 6 up and 6 down through 2 for Damon. Facing the top of the Riptide lineup to start, got Hackworth, Johnson, and Allen down 1-2-3. In the middle part of the lineup, he got down 1-2-3 as well. Facing the final third, Matthew Thomas to lead things off. Thomas has walked a couple of times today. Also came around to score a run. The count is even at 1. Breaking ball. Misses high. Good work back there by Josiah Chavez, but still not getting the call. Outside corner, strike 2. These innings mean a lot for Villa, who is looking for a place to play in the fall, specifically going to be trying to walk on at UCLA. This one's lifted out to center field. Brooks drifts into the gap in right center before making the catch. 7 straight batters retired by Villa. 8 straight by Oaks pitchers, going back to Zwollen in the third. And up comes Camden Bates. A single and a strikeout today for Bates. Going after the first pitch and shooting it foul. And that took a nasty hop off the fence, so we're going to have to delay play as it ricochets all the way into fair territory. Good hustle by Max Audet. Bates hitting just 160, but 8 walks to just 9 strikeouts. In the dirt. Josiah Chavez, one of those pick frames, tries to stick it after the pitch bounced. One and one.
Good pitch.
Inside corner.
Front door me.
Really good front door breaking ball. And when you talk about spotting up on the corner, it's about as precise as it gets. Couldn't have placed it on the corner any better. The 1-2. Jam shot. Fighting it off the hands over to Jordan Kang. 8 straight batters retired for Villa.
Now batting for the Riptide right fielder.
That brings up Jackson Kemmer.
Jackson Kemmerer.
0 for 2 with a couple of punch-outs today for Kem. Looking to break out of a season-long slump. Jackson, a very easy guy to root for. Really hard worker. Just looking to find something at the plate. Jackson is from Southern California, but a little more down south in the San Diego area.
A little bit easier to root for me now.
1-1.
Ooh.
Misses high.
Donde? Looked pretty good to me.
According to the TrackMan, it was a strike.
According to me, it was a strike too. So
And we know Max's opinion matters a lot.
that's a strike. Yeah.
Great breaking ball.
Let's go.
Kemmer looking to avoid the hat trick. Two and two coming from Villa. Front door breaking ball got him looking. generous strike 3 call. Kemmer's down on strikes for the 3rd time today. Perfect outing for Damon Villa. 9 up, 9 down. See if the Oaks offense can help him out. It's 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. So as we were getting ready to come back for the bottom of the 6th inning, Andrew Parker was finishing up his final warm-up pitches and felt something in his elbow, immediately signaling for the bench, and came out of the game flexing his arm, pointing at his elbow, and you just absolutely hate to see it.
It's the worst.
All of us up here, we're in utter disbelief, and it's not even a guy we've known. Parker, a member of the Riptide, but all of us just absolutely feeling for him. Anytime any pitcher gets hurt with an arm injury like that, you just got to pray that he's going to be okay for his collegiate season. So we're going to step aside as the new pitcher, Cone Thomas, finishes his warm-up pitches, as he's going to get an extended warm-up with Parker coming out abruptly. We are back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Cone Thomas has finished his warm-up pitches. And we just continue to send our thoughts and prayers towards Andrew Parker, who's left the Riptide dugout, gone down to the bullpen by himself. Has ice on that right arm, the elbow all the way down that forearm. Really unfortunate to see, and you just got to hope for the best. The new pitcher is Cohen Thomas, the right-hander out of Santa Barbara Community.
We've seen a lot of them this summer. Teammates with Scott Radinsky over there.
This is his 8th time pitching, 7 innings, 6 strikeouts for Thomas. Fires a fastball that misses down and in. 90 on the radar gun. Josiah Chavez is 0 for 2 today with a couple of groundouts. Fastball misses inside. Chavez getting the start behind the plate today. Definitely a welcome addition to this team that has been running a bit low on catchers, but no longer with Chavez. And he picks up a single, roping one into right field.
Now batting for the Oaks. Third base,
96 off the bat of Chavez.
Tanner Belkowski.
And that's the leadoff base runner for the Oaks today for the 2nd consecutive inning. We saw them able to take advantage of it last inning. Max Audet had the leadoff double and came around to score. See if they can drive Josiah in. It's Tanner Belkowski, the hitter. 0 for 2 today. Did reach on an error. Got to second on that 2-base error, actually. But then didn't move. Belkowski getting the start at 3rd base today. One of the many positions he plays defensively, including even on the mound. Really good breaking ball from Thomas that Tanner lays off of. .2900 RPM on that pitch. Thomas with a lot of spin. Throws it again, this time landing it for a strike.
What's the deadline?
That one started at
The deadline?
the shoulder of Tanner Belkowski and wound up down the middle. yelling at each other right now. One-two coming to Cooper Chef. Breaking ball, got him. Chef frustrated as he goes down swinging. It's a big out, number 2. Now it's Max Audet representing the tying run. Already has a double in this one. We know it usually takes a left-handed hitter to get it out of Sparky Anderson Field, with the wind usually blown out to right field. No better time for Audet's first of the summer than right now. 2 men on, 2 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Riptide lead this game 5-2. Beltowski runs as Audet chops one foul. 0-2 now is the count to Max. Currently in the transfer portal is Audet. Played this previous spring at St. John's. I'm looking for a new home this fall. He's got a variety of D1 schools interested in him. It's just a matter of where he wants to go. Lines this one into right field for a base hit. 5-3 now. The Oaks scored their 3rd straight unanswered run, and they continue to chip away.
Now batting for the Oaks, right fielder, number 9, Lucas.
Second hit of the day for Max. He drives in the Oaks' 3rd run of the game and puts the tying run on base. Lucas Danielitz, representing the go-ahead run, steps in. Oaks still have yet to put up a crooked number in this one, but 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, now 1 in the 6th. That one's behind Lucas.
Got him. No?
Somehow it didn't, but both runners will advance, and that presents a premier chance for Lucas.
I don't know how it didn't hit him. I mean, I talked about it in June. Danielitz does not skip leg day. Really hard to miss those quads right there.
Lucas has been hit 5 times this summer. Has to lean out of the way of that. That's 2nd on the team behind Austin Carrillo.
Let's see some gap power.
A single would likely tie the game, although it depends on how well Audet can run from second base.
Let's go with the gapper then. I love Max, though, nonetheless.
3-0 the count to Danielitz. He takes a strike. Waiting on deck is Kai Caranto. 3-1 getting ready to come home to Lucas. And he lifts it on the infield. There is the shortstop Bates to make the catch for out number 3. Well, the Oaks plate 1, chip into the lead just a little bit, but they do strand the tying run in scoring position. On comes Damon Villa for the 4th straight inning. Still 5-3 Riptide. Top of the lineup for the Riptide. The second time that they're going to face Damon Villa. He came in the 4th inning. And since then, 9 straight batters retired. That one is lifted into left center field. Long one for Jack Brooks. But to no one's surprise, Jack runs it down.
You know what they say, 2/3 of the earth is covered by water. The other third, covered by Jack Brooks right there.
Catches everything out there. 10 straight batters retired for Villa. 11 straight for Oaks pitching. Hackworth is very aggressive, going out to the first pitch a few times today. That was the second pitch of the at-bat. It's Luke Johnson for his 4th plate appearance. He takes a strike. Johnson 1 for 3. Has a single in this one. Flew out to center against Villa back in the 4th. Once again, Josiah Chavez with the pick frame. Ball bounces well in front of home plate, and Josiah tries to stick it for a strike after he picks it. Always comical, trying to get the umpires to laugh and get them on their side. Villa's 1-1 is the first base runner that he's going to allow. A single up the middle, 97 off the bat of Luke Johnson.
Now batting for the Riptide first baseman, number 9, JC.
Ends the streak of 10 consecutive batters retired by Villa to begin his outing. Translation, if he was a starting pitcher, that's 3 1/3 perfect innings to start. Now looking for a double play. Gets a ground ball, but it's foul. John C. Allen did ground out to short his last time. 1 for 3 today. The first 4 hitters all picked up singles back in the first inning against C.J. Zwollen. Villa just the second Oaks pitcher. After Zwollen completed 3, it's been all Damon. There goes the runner for second. The throw is not in time. Goes into center field. Johnson's going to head for third, and he'll be in there standing up. It was definitely a low throw from Chavez, but with Johnson seemingly going to beat it, Jordan King tried to pick it when he maybe should have bodied up. Definitely a tough one, as he wanted to tag Johnson out. It's now a runner on third with 1 out. Oaks bring the infield in. They have scored 3 unanswered, but the Riptide threatening for the first time since the 3rd inning where they scored those 3. The count is 1-2. Just 1 strikeout for Villa in those 3 innings, but he picks up a massive strikeout and out number 2.
Now batting for the Riptide third baseman,
It's exactly what you needed if you're Villa. And now headed out to the mound is Josiah Chavez. Might just be a bit of a stalling tactic with the right-hander Daniel Roscoe warming up. It's exactly what it looks like it's going to be. Out comes Coach Dave Solis. And if that's it for Damon Villa, man, oh man, what a performance. Coach Solis heads out to the mound. No point to the bullpen yet. See if he gives Damon another hitter. Having a little conversation on the mound. Might just be talking pitch sequencing. It does look like he's talking to Josiah Chavez just as much as he's talking to Damon. Home plate umpire heads out to the mound to break it up. And that's going to do it for Damon Villa. Did look like Coach was stalling, kicking dirt a little bit on the mound. But hand of applause for Damon Villa.
What a job by Damon.
3 2/3 innings pitched. Retired 11 of the 12 batters that he faced. And rightfully so. Getting applauded in that Oaks dugout. Daniel Orozco replaces him. We're going to go to a quick break as Orozco gets ready to go in a 2-run game. Orozco is ready to go. Runner on third base, 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. The Riptide lead 5-3. They got 2 in the first and 3 in the third. But the Oaks have answered back with 1 in the third, 1 in the 5th, and then 1 in the 6th. Orozco looking to keep this at a 5-3 deficit. Replace Damon Villa, who was excellent today. Gump hits one right at Jack Brooks in center, and Orozco does his job. Oaks bullpen has been dominant through 4 scoreless innings. So we head to the bottom of the 7th. We stretch here at Sparky Anderson Field. Kai Caranto leads things off for the Oaks in the bottom of the 7th inning. 5-3, they still trail, but nice job by Daniel Orozco and Damon Villa combining to strand a runner on third in the top of the 7th, keeping it at a 2-run deficit. Kai's taken 3 really good plate appearances today, and he doesn't get rewarded. So that breaking ball is off the plate, but called a strike. Kai's walked today, tripled, and lined out to center field on an 8-pitch at bat. The walk also came on an 8-pitch plate appearance. And you can see the discipline from Kai. Breaking ball, disgusting profile. Oh my goodness. What a take by Caranto. Thomas is out of Santa Barbara community. He's got really good stuff. A 9 ERA for the Riptide this year. But the stuff is definitely there. Especially that breaking ball. Throws it again, but Caranto stays hot at the plate. Another really good swing from Kai. Hitting a single into right field for his 2nd hit of the day.
He's a hit machine. All over the field, too. Hit it where it's pitched. You love to see that from Kai.
And it's not too surprising for Caranto. He hit well over .330 in his freshman year at Cal Lutheran. Was the Oaks 2-hitter in their opening game of the season. So we all knew it was there. In the last 2 or 3 weeks, Kai has just been excellent at the plate. Speaking of a guy who's been swinging it well, here's another one. Jack Brooks. Couple of singles today and an RBI. Brooks fouls this one back. Jack has reached base in all 3 plate appearances. Actually grounded out his last time up. Takes a breaking ball outside. Pitch was a ball out of the hand. Well outside. 1-2 to Jack. Caranto on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th inning. Backdoor breaking ball got him looking. Perfect pitch on the outside corner. Jack not happy. But when he goes and looks at the tape, you'll see it just got the corner. Now it's Austin Carrillo. 0 for 3 in this one. Reached on an error and then grounded out a couple of times. He's up there with Caranto on first and 1 out. Showing bunt and laying down a beauty. It's going to be a tough play for Gump, but he fires an accurate throw over to get Austin.
Really good bunt. I mean, it does get 2 outs, but runner in scoring position.
Yeah, obviously it wasn't the idea to make that a sacrifice attempt, which it did work out to be, but Correa definitely wanted a hit in that situation. Technically, he won't go down as an out, as it is a sacrifice. But that wasn't what Austin's goal was. Actually having some words with third base coach Parker as he heads back to the dugout. Maybe a miscommunication. Josiah Chavez is 1 for 3 today. up there representing the tying run. Know that Chavez is capable of hitting a home run. Did it a couple of times with the Oaks in 2022. Been swinging it real well since coming this summer, and hits one in the air to left field. Jack Hammond makes the play. That is out number 3, and after a leadoff single from Kai Caranto, the Oaks are unable to take advantage. We head to the 8th with the Riptide leading 5-3. Off for the Riptide in the top of the 8th inning. Daniel Orozco, who got the last out of the 7th, begins the 8th. This one is driven out to right field, and it's going to go into the corner. Hammond has a leadoff double for Orange County. Throw in, nearly gets away. Cooper Chef saves an extra base.
Now batting for the Riptide catcher, number 29.
Hammond aggressive, swinging at the first pitch.
Spear.
Driving one down the right field line. Orozco has been excellent for the Oaks. A 2.51 ERA. That's in 14 innings. His 11 appearances are second on the team. Third on the team, behind Charlie Decker and Reagan Gale, who both have 12. Orozco picked up a 4-out save against the Arroyo Seco Saints last week, along with Alejandro Hueso and Charlie Decker. It's only the 3 of them that have picked up any saves for the Oaks this summer. Two 2-0 to Matt Spear. He's swinging it real well today. A couple of singles, including an RBI single, and then also a line out to center field. There's a backdoor breaking ball that's in there for a strike. For Spear, hitting .258 coming into play today. On base percentage of .395. Hits this one sharply into center field for a base hit. Jack Brooks plays it on a hop, fires a strike into the cutoff man all day. And the Riptide have runners in the corners with nobody out. Not what you want here in this 8th inning. The Oaks needed 0. Some work to do now for Daniel. Orozco is technically a two-way player, has 3 plate appearances, and does take BP with the team, but primarily a pitcher. And he's been really good on the mound for the Oaks. Pitching at what's going to be his home ballpark beginning in the fall here at Sparky Anderson Field. Orozco transferring from his JUCO and now playing at this prestigious D3 university, Cal Lutheran. Foul tipped into the glove. The hitter is Matthew Thomas, who's 0 for 1 today with a couple of walks. Also a run scored.
Good pitch.
He rolls this one foul.
Really sharp break on that. Is that a slider?
He's got really good movement on that pitch. Only 72 miles an hour on the slider. Needs a strikeout right now. 2-2 the count. Runners in the corners with nobody out. Matthew Thomas ready as Orozco comes home. Thomas shoots it foul and out of play. For Thomas this summer, he has driven in just one batter, but a big chance with a runner on third. Fastball got him.
Huge.
Blowing it by Thomas. And now Orozco a double play away from getting out of this inning unscathed.
One pitch away. Let's do it.
86 on the fastball. Good arm side run. The middle infield is coming halfway now for the Oaks. On a hard hit ball, they're going to try to turn 2, but if it's hit weakly, they're going to make the play at the plate.
Sword. Oh, it's a called strike.
Was a sword
both.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Nasty pitch from Daniel. To Camden Bates, who's 1 for 3 today. A single back in the third. Jumping out of the way of that fastball. This has been something that Orozco has thrived at all summer, and that's stranding runners on the bases. Fouled away, 1-2. There haven't been too many strikeouts in this game for either team. The Oaks have only gone down on strikes 3 times as an offense. And as a staff, they've only struck out 5 guys. Roscoe looking for his 2nd consecutive K. That's the pitch he was looking for. Really good location as Josiah Chavez lets him know. But Bates is able to spit on it. It's now 2-2. Probably throw the same pitch if you're Daniel. Runner goes. Throw down goes through. Cut off by King. Throw to the plate is in time to get him.
Let's go.
Really good job by Jordan King to fire a bullet in time to get Hammond at the plate.
Was he going to say he missed it or something?
They're going to argue maybe that he's blocking home. That's the only thing I could think of because he clearly got him out.
Yeah. We can go back in the stream and take a look. Well, the discussion's already ended, by the way, but no. Talk about being a sore loser. That's the most non-block of home I've ever seen.
Well, maybe he was arguing that he missed the tag, although
Still, like,
clearly did.
the throw at least beat him by a lot, and looked like the tag did.
This one's lined into left field for a hit, landing in front of Carrillo. Another stop sign at third base. It's been happening a lot today. The Riptide have been getting singles with runners on second, but they haven't been able to score them. Now it's up to Jackson Kemmer. The Riptide want to score a run in this 8th inning. Second hit of the day for Bates. And it is Kemmer. 0 for 3 with 3 Ks.
Golden sombreros looming on deck.
A chance to salvage his day at the plate. Fastball in the corner. They've got Spear on third, Bates on first with 2 outs in the top of this 8th inning. Kemmer hits one to third base. Beltowski is there, throws across, pulls Audet off the bag, but he tags Kemmer in time. Jackson fires his helmet into the fence. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Oaks still looking to come back from this 5-3 deficit. Bottom of the 8th inning. Tanner Beltowski leads off for the Oaks. He's a 0 for 2 today with a walk. New pitcher for the Riptide is Tanner Wardy, right-hander out of LMU. Wardy pitching in his 9th game for the Riptide. 6.75 ERA.
Good pitch.
It's a nasty
A lot of break. Really sharp.
slider or curveball.
Sweeper. A sweeper is just a slurve, I believe, right, Trent? No. That's what I've heard. Josh is saying yes. Well, that's what, like, I've heard that.
Basically, yeah.
There's again.
Wow. Really good pitch.
Well, that's like what I've heard a lot of like analysts and like color
Yeah,
commentators
exactly.
say.
Yeah.
Well, a slurve is a slider slash curveball. So a sweeper, how is it any different, Trent? Okay, Trent's just making stuff up right now. All right, we love Trent, but I think he's just making up some stuff. I don't know what he's talking about.
King flies one out of play.
Well, Trent, I know the audience can't hear what he's saying, but doesn't this term sweeper, it's kind of new to baseball, right? Over the last couple of years, it started emerging. Because I've heard slurve before, but that was more, I don't know, early 2010s and obviously before that.
It's outside 1-1 to Jordan King. Well, whatever it is, we know that it's nasty, this breaking ball.
Is that a changeup right there?
Wardy. That was a changeup.
That looked really good, too.
It was a really good changeup. Wardy, surprising to see his 6.75 ERA.
Does he struggle in the walks?
For Wardy, he has nasty breaking ball again that King is able to lay off of. Yeah, 20 walks and 14 2/3.
Yeah, that'll do it.
14 strikeouts.
Of course, there's always a lot of talent, especially in college baseball, but it really comes down a lot of the time to most guys the command, because that's how you really differentiate yourself and help you get to the next level.
This one is lofted into shallow right field from King. It's drifting towards the line. It'll land in fair territory and head for the corner. King's going to be into third easily. He will get stopped there. It's a triple for Jordan King.
How about that? You don't have to hit it hard, just hit it where they ain't. Good job, Jordan.
Now batting for the Oaks.
For King, that's his first triple of the year. 6th extra base hit. And now it's Cooper Sheff representing the tying run. Well, we've seen the Oaks gradually chip away at this lead. They've had the tying run at the plate a couple of times, but haven't been able to get that run across. We've also seen the Riptide with a big opportunity in the top of the 8th inning squandered. It was 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and they were unable to come up with a run. Now the Oaks looking to take advantage. Cooper Sheff swings through a fastball. He's one of the few strikeout victims for the Oaks offense today. An 0 for 3 day at the plate for Sheff. But a chance to drive in a run right now. And he does just that. Ground ball, and it's off the glove of Bates. Kicks into left field, and the tying run is aboard.
You cannot give this Oaks offense anything free.
Bates lifts his glove a little early, and it kicks off his shin. Very routine. Yeah, definitely an error.
Hard hit, but yeah.
Didn't even have to move, right at him. 1 out. Tying run on first. Go ahead run at the plate.
Good spot. Really good.
The hitters, Max Audet.
Stay hot, Max.
Already having a nice day at the plate. Couple of knocks, a double and an RBI. He's got the tying run, Sheff at first base. Really good changeup. Darting away from the zone that Audet takes. Pitch is just running away from the batter. The top of the lineup looms after Max. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Spear. We'll see if the Oaks have Sheff running at any point. Has stolen 7 bases and hasn't been caught. Not running. And Audet is taking a ball. 3-1.
Here we go. Good count for Max.
Daniel's waiting on deck. Looks like if we get to Kai Caranto's spot, it'll be a pinch hitter. As the 3-1 comes home to Audet. It misses for ball 4. The tying run moves into scoring position.
Top of the order.
Just 1 out. Still looks like it's Kai Caranto in the on-deck circle. as we have a mound visit. George Baker has a helmet and bat ready to go just in case, as Coach Solis does pull him back. The entire infield is on the mound for the Riptide. The shortstop Bates a little slower to get there. Just think how different the inning is without that error. Oaks could have been all day up there with the runner with nobody on and 2 outs. Instead, the error by Bates allows Chef to reach, and then Max walks. First and second, 1 out. The batter is Lucas Danielewicz. He's driven in 6th this year. Number 7 would tie the game at 5. First pitch from Tanner Wardy is outside. Pretty similar miss that we saw to all day, missing glove side. Matt Spear continually diving to his right to catch these outside pitches. Wardy looks at second before coming home, and Danielewicz lifts this one down the right field line, headed for foul territory, and it'll drift into the Riptide bullpen. That's always one where you hold your breath as a defensive team. Never know where those bloopers are going to land. Thankfully for the Riptide, landed in foul territory. The count is even at 1 on Danielewicz, who's 0 for 4 in this one. Breaking ball outside. It's the frisbee-like slider from Wardy. As it looks like it's his inning to finish. Not a sign of action, the Riptide bullpen. The tying run is on second base. Danielewicz lifts it to left field. Going back on it is Hammond. He makes the catch for out number 2. Big out for Tanner Wardy. And now it's up to Kai Caranto if the Oaks want to tie it. Cooper Chef on second. Max Audet at first base. Chef representing the tying run. Audet representing the go-ahead run. Who better than Kai Caranto? 2 hits today and a walk. Already been on base 3 times. Picked up a single just last inning. Also tripled back in the 3rd inning. An extra base hit would likely give the Oaks the lead. They just need a single. High strike called. Did appear to catch the zone. Count is even at 1. Wardy looking to escape the jam. Breaking ball outside. 2-1. The Oaks already have 1 home in the inning. Still no crooked numbers today. 1 run in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and now 1 in the 8th for the Oaks, who are looking for a second and a tie game. Caranto gets a hanging breaking ball that he fouls away. Off the Riptide bus. As the Deuces have gone wild here at Sparky Anderson Field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and 2 on in a 1-run game. Kai Caranto is the hitter. Watches a breaking ball miss in the dirt. The count runs full.
It's time to party.
Waiting on deck is Jack Brooks. Him and Caranto have been the Oaks' 2 best hitters today. Along with Max Audet, who's on first base. Wardy ready for his 3-2 delivery to Caronto. Breaking ball into foul territory along the first base line and out of play.
Another hanger right there.
And another long at bat for Kai Caronto. Saw 8 pitches on his line out in the first. Then saw 8 pitches on his walk in the 5th. Now getting ready for pitch number 7 of this plate appearance.
Well, we know Max doesn't have blazing speed, but with the runners going to be on the move, I think something in the gap could score him.
Wardy shakes a few times before finding the pitch that he's looking for. Walk and lead for Chef.
Good at bat, Kai.
Caronto fouls off another. No surprise to see a professional at bat from Kai Caronto.
And these are really good pitches. That's a breaking ball right on the corner, maybe a little bit off, but too close for comfort, certainly, especially in the CCL. You love to see that protective 2-strike approach, and Kai Caronto, as you mentioned, Josh, always giving a professional at bat up there.
And for the 3rd time today, pitch number 8 is on its way to Caronto. He goes down swinging. Wardy is fired up as he heads back to the dugout. The Oaks leave the tying and go-ahead run on the bases. It's 5-4 as we head to the 9th. Top of the lineup for the Riptide, Patrick Hackworth for the 5th time today. Swings at the first pitch and hits it foul. Pitch misses high. 1-1 to Hackworth. Still Daniel Orozco. Got the final out in the 7th inning. Then pitched a scoreless 8th, although sounds a lot easier than it actually was. The Riptide had runners in the corners with nobody out. Orozco picked up a huge strikeout of Matthew Thomas. And then a stolen base attempt, a little double steal attempt. We saw Matt Spear gunned down at the plate. This one's popped up out of play. After the runner was caught trying to steal home, Jackson Kemmer grounded out to third base. Thus, Orozco was able to get out of the inning scoreless. 5 scoreless innings of relief for this Oaks bullpen after CJ Zwollen gave up 5 in 3 innings. Orozco misses outside with the backdoor breaking ball. The Oaks wanted that call, but clearly away. Two and two. Nasty stuff from Orozco. That's a changeup. And Hackworth's down swinging. I'm pretty sure the ball was still live there. Nobody realized it, but they're talking about it now. Josiah Chavez picked that one, and Hackworth immediately went back to the dugout. Chavez didn't tag him.
He just gave himself up, basically.
Yeah, the umpire put the ball, or his hand out like the ball was still live, and while Hackworth began walking back to the dugout, that's when the umpire finally ruled him out. Good pitch again from Orozco that just misses. In the dirt. Luke Johnson today is 2 for 4. Couple of singles and a run scored. The Riptide are desperately trying to hold on. They jumped out to a quick 5-0 lead, and the Oaks have gradually chipped away with 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and then 1 in the 8th. They'll have their last ups in the bottom of the 9th. It'll be 3-4-5 for the Oaks. Right now, Orozco is working on keeping this a 1-run deficit. Johnson fouled off a 3-0 delivery and then chops a 3-1 pitch to third base, but it goes foul. Count is full on Luke Johnson. Waiting on deck is John C. Allen. With nobody on here on the top of the 9th inning. 4 errors for the Riptide in this game, which has helped the Oaks stay in it. Payoff pitch. Driven out to left center field. Jack Brooks takes a few steps to his right before making the catch for out number 2.
Now batting for the Riptide first baseman, number 9, JC.
2 up, 2 down to begin the 9th for Orozco. Now it's J.C. Allen. 1 for 4 today. His single came back in the first inning. Part of that stretch of 4 straight singles to be in this game for the Riptide. They had 5 hits in the first inning, scoring only 2 runs though, which is part of the reason that the Oaks are still in this game. Riptide been unable to take advantage of their chances. Still a 5-4 game. We know how prolific this Oaks offense is. Some real productive hitters coming up in the bottom of the 9th for Conejo. Orozco's 1-1 is in the dirt, 2-1. It makes it extra impressive, the performance from Orozco this summer, given the fact that he does two-way a little bit. Although he has just 3 plate appearances, he's been taking BP, and all that extra work you have to put in as a hitter definitely has to weigh on you. There's a lot of work that goes into both pitching and hitting, but having to do both is just especially difficult. The count is full on J.C. Allen. Second straight hitter that's gone to a 3-2 count. The cleanup man, Rocco Gump, is in the on-deck circle. As the payoff comes home, front door slider. Allen goes down looking. Orozco with bookend Ks in the 9th as we head to the bottom half. Last chance for the Oaks. Brooks, Carrillo, and Chavez coming up. We've reached the bottom of the ninth here at Sparky Anderson Field. The Riptide lead 5-4. They got 5 runs early in the first 3 innings. Since then, the Oaks bullpen dominant with 6 shut. They've allowed the Oaks to stay in this one as Brooks finds the gap in left center. He's got extra bases for sure. He's headed for third. Brooks is in there with the leadoff triple. No better way to start the ninth if you're the Oaks.
Well, he was thinking 3 the second he hit that. 97 off the bat. An absolute beauty of a swing with the opposite field approach. Jack Brooks, we've talked about the speed all season long. He displays it right there. And that's not easy to do, a same-sided triple over towards left field. But it might be easier if you're Jack Brooks.
Certainly got speed for Brooks. That's his 3rd hit of the game. And puts the tying run 90 feet away. Infield comes in for the Riptide. Austin Carrillo's the hitter. Goes after the first pitch and lines it foul.
Oaks dugout and issuing fair.
The whole dugout
sarcastically.
is on their feet. They're all ready to go. Ready to erupt in that dugout. We've seen the team camaraderie all summer. We really see it in these situations.
Ooh.
Carrillo takes a strike on the inside corner. Really good spot. Looked like it was going to hit Carrillo, starting that fastball at his front hip, but winding up on the inside corner.
The infield in, the bloop hit's a really big possibility too.
Carrillo takes a changeup.
Good leave.
Really good pitch that Austin's able to spit on. These are the situations that Carrillo wants to be in. He wants to be that guy to come up in those spots. He wants to be the big hitter to contribute. Austin leads the team in RBI and a chance for his biggest of the summer. Hitting a ground ball into right field for a base hit. Jack Brooks ties this game as Austin Carrillo comes through once again.
That's what you run the risk of. He doubled up with the changeup down in the zone, and with the infield in, while they are looking for a ground ball, it does leave bigger holes. That's the risk of pitching down in the zone and bringing the infield in, and it does not pay off for the Riptide.
Anytime you double up on a pitch to Austin Carrillo, it's always risky. He learns on every single pitch that he sees.
Time to send him home.
Brand new ball game here in Thousand Oaks. The Oaks have erased a 5-0 deficit. Still no crooked numbers for Conejo, but one more this inning walks it off for the Oaks. Carrillo with a small lead at first base. Doesn't appear to be running. So the pitch misses in the dirt to Chavez. Josiah is 1 for 4 today. A single and a run scored in the 6th inning. This has been a huge piece that the Oaks have added this past week. And Chavez has to get out of the way. Really good job by Matt Spear to snare that one. It's still Tanner Wardy. Right-hander in for his 2nd straight inning. Chavez chops this one foul.
I shouldn't say it unless we win, right?
2-2 the count to Josiah. Oaks dugout remaining on their feet. Slumped into the bench are the guys in the Riptide dugout. 5-5 is the score. Chavez fouls one back.
Challenge pitch right there. Fastball down the middle.
Any pitch could be the last. Carrillo representing the winning run on first base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Backdoor breaking ball down the line, but foul. One got a little bit too much of the plate. But with 2 strikes, Chavez just needs to foul it away. Tanner Beltowski's on deck with Jordan Kang to follow. Nobody down in the Oaks bullpen. So Roscoe would get the 10th if the Oaks don't take the lead, as this one's hit to second base. Potential double play ball in time to get Chavez. 4-6 returned by this Riptide middle infield. Well, that kills all of the momentum that the Oaks were building this inning. As a few guys in the dugout head back to their seats. They'll be on 2 outs for Tanner Beltowski. That one misses away. Beltowski today, 0 for 3 with a walk. That one catches the zone for a strike. Should Wardy get out of this, it will be a Roscoe to pitch the 10th for the Oaks, who's already pitched 2 1/3 scoreless. Oaks with 1 in the 3rd, 1 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, 1 in the 8th, and now 1 in the 9th to tie it. The 1-2 to Tanner. It's outside. And the Riptide didn't bring too many players to begin with, so we're not sure how many guys are still left and available after Wardy. His 2-2 to Beltowski. Breaking ball got him. Wardy's able to get out of the inning, but not before the Oaks plate 1 and tied this game at 5. Free baseball here at Sparky Anderson Field as we head to the 10th. We're playing extras here at Sparky Anderson Field. Daniel Orozco still on for the Oaks. He got the final out of the 7th inning, then pitched a scoreless 8th, getting out of a jam, before pitching a 1-2-3 9th inning with a couple of strikeouts. He's facing 4-5-6. Part of this Riptide lineup, Rocco Gump to lead things off. We do have the new MLB extra innings rule, where a runner does start on second base. So that's J.C. Allen, who was the last out of the 9th inning. begins the 10th on second for the Riptide. Nobody in either bullpen. Orozco got the 10th. He fires a ball just below the zone. It's a changeup from Daniel. We saw him open a game a couple of outings ago, going 4 shut. And this one's lined into left field. That's going to score a run. Gump rounds first. He's headed for second. The throw from Carrillo will not be in time. It kicks off the face of Jordan Kang, knocks off his glasses as Gump's into second with a leadoff double.
Now batting for the Riptide left fielder, number 38, Jack Canada.
That's exactly how you want to start the 10th inning if you're the Riptide. Wasting no time. Picking up a run, and Gump just trading places out there in center field. I'm sorry, out there at second base with J.C. Allen. It's in their first strike. The Oaks know that they're going to need at least one in the bottom half. Orozco desperately going to try to keep it at just that. Breaking ball popped up. Jordan Kang drifts on the outfield grass. He makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting for the Riptide catcher, number 29, Matt Spear.
That brings up Matt Spear. He's had a day at the plate. 3 for 4. 3 singles and an RBI for Spear. He's up there with Gump on second and 1 out. Riptide back in the lead, 6-5. The Oaks have been playing from behind all game. They're going to have to do it for another half inning. Backdoor breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-2. Variety of pitches that Orozco can go to now, but does not want to throw a strike in this situation. Fastball that was a little bit too close to the zone. Fouled away. Oaks dugout remains on their feet, while the Riptide dugout still remains seated. Kind of shows you where these two teams are at in their respective seasons. The 0-2 is shot over to second base. Jordan Kang fields it, but then as he's trying to transfer it out of his glove, he loses control, and everyone will be safe.
Is that going to be a hit or an error?
Trent's got it as an error. Yeah, that'll probably be an error.
I mean, it was still good effort to keep it within, to not let it go in the outfield. That probably saved a run. But yeah.
It's definitely
want to make that play. And it would have been hard anyways had he even fielded cleanly because his momentum's going toward left field. To have to throw across his body to first base.
the way I look at it, or I guess the way I've been told to look at it by a couple collegiate coaches actually. If you ask the defensive player, should I have made that play? And they say, I'm sorry, if you ask the offensive player, should they have made that play? Then yes, it would go down as an error. Count is even at 1. Popped up, foul territory, and drifting out of play. One and two. Swung on and missed.
Sword. Wow.
Nasty from Daniel.
You don't stab on it. You don't stab at it. It's not a sword, but he appeared to stab at it.
Once again, Orozco looking to get out of a jam. First and third, 2 outs. One run already in the inning. But Gump's still on third base. Wow, great pick, Josiah.
Great pick. That could have spelled trouble all over it.
Did it so easily, too. Count is 1-0. Bates today has a couple hits. Goes after this breaking ball and lifts it towards foul territory. Drifting out of play. That run, we should mention, will not be charged to Orozco. It is technically an unearned run. No error, but runner is just placed on second base. It's an error by whoever made the rule. 1-1 the count. Inside, 2-1.
Who's hitting? After that inside fastball, Bates looked to kind of stare it out at Orozco.
He hits this one to Carrillo on left. It's a long run, but Austin makes the play. 1 run comes in to score for the Riptide in the 10th. They lead 6-5. Once again, the Oaks are going to have to play from behind. Down to their final 3 outs for the second time today. 7, 8, 9 coming up. Bottom of the 10th inning. Just like the bottom of the 9th, the Oaks trail by 1 and need a run to tie it. Unlike the bottom of the 9th, they do begin the inning with a runner on second and nobody out. That's Tanner Beltowski. He's the runner. With Jordan King the hitter. King bunts. Pulls back. Called a strike. Beltowski representing the tying run. Should this game get tied and the Oaks not walk it off, this could potentially be our last inning, as there are no lights here at Sparky Anderson Field, and we are quickly losing daylight. So just walk it off.
Yeah, sounds good.
The count is 1-1 on Jordan King. Any home run for the Oaks in the bottom of this inning will do the job. With the free runner on second base, a leadoff homer would still be a 2-run homer for King. He watches a breaking ball miss down.
That was a really good pitch. From here, as it was coming in, I thought it was going to be a strike for sure. And, of course, Jordan, the hitter, able to lay off. So good for him.
Wardy's been nasty. He's already out there for his third inning. We're not sure if there's anybody left for the Riptide. They didn't come with a full roster. And right now we can see with the Riptide on defense, there's only 5 guys total in the dugout. 2 of them have already pitched, and you have to assume a couple of them are position players. So really can't be much left for the Riptide in relief. The 2-2 is a frisbee slider. That Spear does a good job of keeping close.
Well, pay attention to this. We talked about the walks have been an issue for Wardy coming in. I believe 20 and 14 innings pitched. He has been really limiting it here today. That could be what gives him trouble in this final inning, as we already at a 3-ball count.
Hasn't walked a hitter in his 2 innings of work. And he gets King looking on a breaking ball. Needed a strikeout and got it. And that's the first out of this 10th inning.
Shortstop, number 25, Cooper Jack.
Cooper Chef, 0 for 4 today. Has an RBI. Was a ground out, although he technically did end up reaching on an error. That's another breaking ball from Wardy. And he's really got that pitch going in this inning. Really his entire appearance. Got King looking on the exact same location. Oaks just need a single. Breaking ball outside. Gautowski's got decent speed out there on second base. The corner infielders, well, really just the left fielder Hammond is playing shallow for the Riptide. Both the center fielder Kemmer and the right fielder Thomas still relatively deep. This one is rolled over to third base. Rocco Gump cuts it off and throws out Chef for out number 2. Max Audet is the last hope for the Oaks.
Now batting for the Oaks, first baseman,
Already on base 3 times today.
Audet.
A walk, a single, and a double for Max. No home runs yet this summer, but a big left-handed hitter with that jet stream in right. He could end it on one swing. Wardy's ready. Comes home, Audet hits it to shortstop. Bates is there. Throws on the run, in time to get Audet. And the Riptide win it by a score of 6-5. Heck of a performance by Tanner Wardy, who the Riptide rode for the final 3 innings. And he picks up the W, securing a 6-5 win in the 10th. Only the second extra innings game of the season for the Oaks, but just like the last one, they come up just short, falling in 10 innings. It was 6 runs on 14 hits and 4 errors for the Riptide. 5 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors for the Oaks. These 2 teams face off again in less than 24 hours. That'll be the final appearance between these 2 ball clubs, taking place tomorrow here at Sparky Anderson Field. Well, that'll do it for tonight's edition of Conejo Oaks Baseball. For all of us with the Oaks broadcast crew, Max Schwartzberg, I'm Josh Mechanic, and we will